And now, Focus on the Pines with your host, Jack Barnes.
Hi, I'm Jack Barnes, and welcome to Focus on the Pines, where we bring you news, views, and interesting people from in and around Ocean Pines. Today we're over at the Yacht Club in Ocean Pines. We're at the weigh-in for the Ocean Pines Area Chamber of Commerce first annual flounder tournament. A lot of excitement going on here, and hopefully we'll be able to interview some of the fishermen as they're coming in. Let's go see if we can do that Harry Jackson from, I think, Harry, you said you were down Marion, down near Crisfield.
Yes, sir.
And you brought in a pretty nice looking flounder there.
Yeah, we had a good day.
Who's with you on your boat?
Tim Pruitt, Troy Thomas, Crisfield, and Pokemoke. We've been out all day. We had a lot of fun fishing in the channel, East Channel, and the inlet.
Now you just weighed this flounder in. What do you weigh?
2.5 pounds.
2.5 pounds. That's nice to get a shot at one of the top positions.
No, not a shot, but it'll make dinner. So
hey, there's nothing like dinner with flounder. That's great.
Just as important.
Well, thanks, Harry, for entering the Ocean Pines Chamber.
We'll have another one next year.
Well, I think they will.
Back.
All righty, take care.
Is that Dylan's right there? We have 221s. Which would be
Got a 19 and a half.
okay. What's the name again? Dylan Harrington. Harrington. He's written in his very bottom. Back. I know this. There you go. And how long is it?
19 and a half.
Nice flounder.
This is, what's your name?
Dylan Harrington.
Dylan Arrington. And Dylan just brought in this, let's take a look at that nice flounder. Man, what'd that weigh? Up there,
4 pounds, or 3 pounds, 4 ounces.
3 pounds, 4 ounces. That's a nice looking flounder. Where'd you catch him?
In the East Channel on Live Spot.
East Channel on Live Spot. Yep. And who's out in the boat with you? Who's captain?
Michael Murray.
You do a good job?
Yep.
You're pretty satisfied, huh?
Yeah.
Did you catch any other flounder out there?
Just one more, another 19.5 incher.
Well, that's great, and congratulations on the Ocean Pines first annual flounder contest. That's a nice-looking fish. You think you got a shot at one of the top prizes?
Probably not.
Well, even if not, you caught one of the bigger fish, though, right?
Yep.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
What was the length on Mike's fish?
What's the length on Mike's fish? Mike's fish? Yes, Mike Murray. Length was 19 inches.
And we got one that weighs
Hey there.
3 pounds. That's a sandwich.
Yeah. Hey. All right,
3 hours ago.
give us a nice smile. 3 pounds.
Well, I got Michael Murray here. Mike, where are you from?
West Ocean City, Maryland.
West Ocean City, Maryland, and he just hung up a pretty nice-looking flounder. What was the size of that flounder?
It was 3 pounds.
3 pounds. That's pretty good. Now, you're out fishing there with your buddy Dylan, I understand.
Yeah.
How'd he do?
He did great. He caught, obviously, the bigger one, but...
He caught the bigger one. Did you
Yeah.
kind of let him do that because he's a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that. Well, congratulations. That's a great
Thank
flounder.
you.
And if nothing else, you're going to have good dinner tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's good. Thank you. Oh, Mike and Dylan are eyeing that.
yeah.
Uh-oh. They see that $8 million prize going down the drain.
Say 21 and a half.
21 and a half.
Hey, I'm here with Greg Donahue. And, Greg, you look like you brought in one of the bigger flounder of the day. What's the size of that thing?
21 and a half.
21 and a half. That's nice. Man, we call those dinner platters around here.
That's right.
Where'd you catch it?
Right by Sneaky Pete's restaurant.
Shallow area right in there, isn't it?
Coming off the flats.
Yeah, coming off the flats. What kind of bait are you using?
Live spot.
Live spot. Having trouble getting any spot?
No.
Who was the captain of your boat? He put you in there.
Brad McCabe.
Brad had to get you in there tight to get that flounder.
Good driving.
Where are you from?
Ocean Pines.
Ocean Pines. Well, that's good. I'd like to see an Ocean Pines guy up in the top slot. Well, congratulations, and wish you well. That's going to be a contender, I can tell.
All right, thanks.
I'm here with Mike Shiner, and Mike, you brought in a really great-looking flounder there. Weighed on the board, I see 3 pound, 19.5 inch. Where'd you catch it?
Easter Bay.
Out in the Eastern Bay.
Yeah.
Now, when you hooked onto that, I mean, fish like that put up a pretty good fight, I imagine. What'd you think when you first felt this thing on your rod?
I thought it was actually a rock.
You thought it was a rock, and then what happened? The rock started moving?
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to boat that flounder?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And were you worried about losing it? Get close to the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a little fear we have. But you got it in. Did you have some help? Who was on the boat?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
My brother.
Your brother. Did your brother catch any fish?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because we don't want brothers not to catch anything. Is this larger than your brother's?
Yeah.
Is your brother older or younger than you?
Older.
He's older. Is he going to be upset?
No.
No. He won't be if tonight when you fillet it, you give him some of the flounder. That'll be good. Well, congratulations, Mike. That's a great looking flounder.
Thank you.
Mike Schneider and his 3-pound flounder at the Ocean Pines first annual flounder tournament. Bob Lasan. Now, Bob normally has a stressful job as editor of the Courier newspaper, but I think today's a little more stressful, checking in all these flounders at the Ocean Pines Chamber Flounder Tournament. What do you
Nothing
think?
stressful about it. They all look like sandwiches to me.
And how many did you check in?
We've checked in 15 fish so far.
15 fish, and can you give us a little idea where we stand at this point, Bob?
Well, the leader at this point, we still have about 15 minutes to go. Looks like a 21 3/4 incher, 3 pounds 14 ounces.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah, certainly.
Nice. Well, that's great, and it seemed like we had a pretty successful first tournament.
From my eyes, yes.
Your
But-
eyes, yes.
Yes, but we'll let the bosses talk about how successful it was.
All right, and thank you for your efforts here today on the way in. And we know we had somebody that was honest checking them in. No DNA test today, right?
No DNA tests on the fish.
Bob Lasan, editor of the Courier, and our weigh-in chairman today. Well, I'm here with Ron Fisher, who's president of the Ocean Pines Chamber of Commerce, and executive director Carol Ludwig, at the conclusion of a very successful first annual flounder tournament. And Carol, tell us a little bit, where did the germ from this idea come from?
Well, the Chamber wanted to do some type of an annual event and get started, and this is our first one. Ron came up with the idea that it should be a flounder tournament fishing because he loves fishing. And that's
I've heard he loves fishing.
Yes, right back in the beginning of April.
How long did it take for you to put this thing together?
About 4 months. We had, it was great because we used the Coastal Fisherman, the Courier newspaper, Channel 36, Mediacom, Comcast Spotlight. Everybody helped us really push it.
That's great, and you had a great day. It looked like in the early morning hours this could be a disaster, but God was here and gave us some blue, sunny skies.
Yeah, it was boring at the beginning, but finally, little 11-year-old Caroline Caccio was the first one to bring in her fish. It was 18.5 inches. Forget how many pounds it was, but she did a great job, and she was so excited, and we got practice with her.
Well, great, and thank you for all you've done. And turn over to Ron. And Ron, you're holding the trophy. I guess it's going to be awarded to the winner of this tournament shortly. Tell us again, how many anglers did you have enter this contest, and how many fish were caught?
Well, we were absolutely thrilled. We had 122 anglers enter the contest. We actually felt that if we had 50 anglers for the first year, it would be quite a success. But we're more than thrilled with 122. We had, I believe, 15 fish weighed at the weigh-ins. We haven't tallied exactly how many fish were caught in the tournament at this point, but we have encouraged all our anglers to fill out and participate in the Maryland Flounder survey, so that we can hopefully reduce the size of the flounder for next year.
Well, I know that fishing's one of your passions, so I can understand why you would have been behind starting this tournament. And did you fish out there today yourself?
I did, and of course I threw several back that were over 26 inches.
Did you? I heard that rumor.
Seriously, I caught a couple throwbacks, but no keepers.
But you had a good time, which is what fishing is all about.
We had a tremendous time. My son-in-law was here from Pennsylvania, and any time I can spend with him is a good time.
Now, I think we have the leaderboard back here, and do you want to say who we have as our first, second, and third place? I'll tell you, why don't you go right around in here, Ron?
We have John Henson with 21 3/4 inch flounder, first place. Greg Donahue, 21 1/2 inch Flounder for second place, and Michael Dembski, 21 1/8 for third place.
Oh, that's great, and there were a lot of youth in here too, which was super to see the young folks, wasn't it?
We had quite a few young children participating in the tournament, and we're thrilled about that. So we had all ages.
That's great.
It was just great.
Well, we look forward to a second annual Ocean Pines Chamber contest next year.
We will have one. And I just wanted to mention very quickly, if I may, that one of the goals of the Chamber was to increase its community exposure. And this was a great event to do that. We've had a lot of participants, and everyone seems to have had a good time.
I think everybody I saw was having a fantastic time. Great if you catch a few fish, too. Huh?
Yes, it is.
It's good. Ron Fisher, president of the Ocean Pines Chamber. This is Jack Barnes for Focus on the Pines.